This is QTV Nightly News coming to you from our studios on Caraba Avenue. I am Umudu Gajaga and thank you for joining us. First, here are the main news headlines. The Gambia Tech Project, in collaboration with the Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy, organized a stakeholders engagement forum to discuss the future of digital innovation in the Gambia. The 22nd batch of the China medical team, currently on a one-year medical mission, provided free health checkups for Gambia Immigration Department officers. The Gambia's Commissioner General and current chair of the West Africa Tax Administration Forum, Yankuba Dabo, highlighted the pressing challenge of inadequate digital infrastructure hindering effective revenue mobilization in West Africa. The University of the Gambia on Thursday validated research in the impediments to women's participation in politics and leadership in the Gambia. QCity, the Gambia's first multipurpose recreation center, signed a memorandum of understanding with the organizers of Gambia's Got Talent, meaning the prestige venue will now host the second edition of the popular TV talent show, Gambia's Got Talent. Those were the main news headlines, and now the news in detail. Welcome and thank you for joining us. This is QTV News. The Gambia Tech Project, in collaboration with the Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy, organized a stakeholders engagement forum on Thursday to discuss the future of digital innovation in the Gambia. Lamin Alaji Fandin Dabo tells us more.
Tech-driven ecosystem, the Gambia as a digital transformation hub, supported by the French Embassy, which developed the Gambia Tech Project. The forum brought together key stakeholders from government, the digital industry, academia, and civil society to discuss the future of digital innovation in the country. Boubacar Koli, project manager for Gambia Tech, explains the reason for organizing the event.
We have a main challenge, and that main challenge is we don't have enough people that support the growth of this ecosystem. So the French Embassy believed that it is important to not only support the entrepreneurs, but also to support the stakeholders, to make sure that they can show their engagement, and at the same time for them to show how best they can support the young people and how best they can work together, because collaboration is key, and we lack collaboration in our country.
The French Embassy, a donor partner to the Gambia Tech Project, was represented by Stephen Dover.
The whole story started in 2021, and since then, 4 batches of startup entrepreneurs have been successively incubated, engaging not less than 56 startups. Our objective in our tech, in the GTech Club, is not to provide employment, is to make startups leading the economy, leading the Gambian economy.
Alaji Jaju, the executive director of the National Youth Council, deputized for Bakari Y. Baji, the Minister of Youth and Sports.
Our young people are not just the future, but we keep saying that they are the present. And it is through technology that we can shape their own destinies. Whether through coding, digital entrepreneurship, content creation, or innovation in various fields, the opportunities that technology provides are endless. But to truly harness its power, we need to equip our youth with the right skills, knowledge, and certainly the infrastructure that is needed.
Ibrahim Dabo, the Deputy Permanent Secretary of Admin and Finance at the Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy, explains some of the ministry's key targets.
On the strengthening of digital literacy and skills, the ministry will roll out targeted trainings for entrepreneurs through the Wadi project, and is also actively pursuing opportunities to roll out large-scale digital skills and development initiatives. In order to ensure resilience and trust in digital economy, the ministry is working with the stakeholders to strengthen cybersecurity capacities and capabilities.
Presentations and panel discussions were held for young entrepreneurs in the digital ecosystem to broaden their understanding and also facilitate easy networking. It is hoped that the insights shared during this forum will contribute to shaping policies and strategies that will drive the Gambia's digital future. For QTV News, I am Lamin Alaifandindao.
The 22nd batch of China medical team, currently on a one-year medical mission, provided free health checkups for Gambia Immigration Department GID officers at their headquarters in Banjul. Lena Igwenyiba has the rest of the story.
The free medical services offered by the 22nd batch of the China medical team included a range of diagnostic and treatment options such as ultrasound, electrocardiogram, ECG, and traditional Chinese medicine, among others. Tai Kuya, captain of the China medical team, speaking on behalf of his team, emphasized their commitment to providing quality healthcare to more Gambians during their mission.
Today, we are going to place outside of hospitals in the Gambia, hoping that more Gambian people can receive professional health service from Chinese doctors. China medical team is pleased to provide high-quality health service to the good friends of the Gambia Immigration Department.
Hulei Jallo, Deputy Director General of the Gambia Immigration Department, expressed appreciation for the initiative, noting the positive impact on staff well-being.
Your decision to offer free medical checkups to our immigration officers is a testament to the strong partnership between our nations. Our immigration officers work tirelessly to ensure safety, security, and smooth operations of our borders. They are often at the front line of challenges, and their health is vital to continue success of their mission. This medical checkups initiative, therefore, could not have come at a better time.
Yuan Lin, Secretary General of the Federation of Chinese Communities and Overseas Chinese, voiced hopes of strengthening China-Gambia relations through such free medical services, furthering the bond between the two nations.
In the upcoming free clinic, we will provide assistance to those in need with professional expertise and attentive service. We believe that every consultation and treatment is a heartfelt transmission of China-Gambia friendship and a closer bond between the hearts of our two peoples.
Suleiman Kujabi, Immigration Commissioner for KMC, who participated in the checkup, thanked the team for bringing these vital services directly to their office.
Well, I have done the checkup. It is a very good initiative because a healthy body is the one that can able to do whatever you want to do. Looking at our engagements, sometimes to have chances to do regular checkup is not easy, but having this frequently, at least it will help or boost our morals.
China and the Gambia signed a protocol in August 1976, establishing a partnership to send Chinese medical teams to work in the Gambia. Between 1977 and 1995, more than 200 Chinese medical personnel served in the country. In June 2017, Chinese medical teams returned, marking a renewed commitment to bilateral cooperation that extends beyond healthcare, as both nations continue to strengthen ties in various sectors. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena Igwenyiba.
The Gambia's Commissioner General and current chairman of the West Africa Tax Administration Forum, WATAF, Yankuba Dabo, highlighted the pressing challenge of inadequate digital infrastructure hindering effective revenue mobilization in West Africa. He made these remarks on Wednesday during the opening of a three-day high-level policy dialogue in Bissau. Answane Sonyasi reports.
The sixth edition of the WATAF High-Level Policy Dialogue brought together tax administrators, policymakers, CSOs, parliamentarians, financial institutions, and other stakeholders from across the ECOWAS region. The theme, improving tax systems to promote economic growth and social development in Africa, underscored the dialogue's importance as a strategic platform to address challenges faced by West African revenue authorities. The Commissioner General, Yankuba Dabo, who doubles as the WATAF chairman, emphasized the need for enhanced efficiency in revenue collection systems to ensure economic independence in the region and the continent.
We have the potential to collect revenue that will really help our government. But there is always a shortcoming. And one of the major challenges of all our tax administration is the capacity, the equipment, the support, the encouragement that we need to give to the tax administrators to be able to do that job. This day and age, we are all involved in technology. And you know that the days are gone when we will have to depend on manual operations. Therefore, all our tax administrators, they need support from our government.
CG Dabo highlighted the Gambia's achievements in digitalizing its revenue system and emphasized the importance of ethical practices and accountability in revenue collection. Babatunde Oladapo, WATAF's executive secretary, stressed the significance of knowledge management and workforce retention in realizing the full potential of revenue administrations. He also advocated for harmonized tax systems and greater inclusion within the region.
We need to begin to look inward to develop our ability to provide the necessary resources to fund our development. Remember, we have the SDG goals, and we have the 2063 African Union Agenda of the Africa we want to see. And one of the things we hope to see in Africa is the ability for us to mobilize domestic revenue sustainable in our parts of the world.
Other speakers, including Ifi Vieira da Silva and Madame Janice Nunes of the Bissau Ministry of Finance, called for improvements in taxpayer services, working conditions for tax officials, and attracting investors to boost tax revenues. Over the course of the 3 days, tax administrators and partners will engage in discussions to chart a path forward for improved revenue collection and efficient service delivery in West Africa. Ansmane Sonyasi for KTV News.
From that report by Ansmane Sonyasi, now we go for a commercial break, and when we return, we still have some more news stories for you. Do stay tuned.
Ready to jumpstart your tech career? At IIHT Gambia Limited, we offer a variety of in-demand courses to equip you with essential skills for the tech industry. Our programs include Diploma in Information Technology and Cybersecurity, Cisco Certified Network Associate and Network Professional, Advanced Diploma in Software Development, Diploma in Multimedia, Graphic Design and Digital Marketing, Diploma in Database Administration and Technical Support. Whether you're starting your IT journey or looking to advance your career, our expert instructors and hands-on learning will prepare you for success. Don't wait. Enroll today and transform your future. Call us at 701968 or 3464161 or visit us at 55 Kairaba Avenue, adjacent to the U.S. Embassy, Fajara, Kanifing Municipality. Learn more at www.ihtgambia.gm. IIHT Gambia Limited, connecting talent to opportunity.
Q Money and Orange Money has just made money transfer easier. Now you can send money from Gambia to Senegal directly from your Q Money wallet. So what are you waiting for? Get your Q Money account now and start sending money to your friends and families through Orange Money in Senegal now. For more information, call our customer care on 133. Q Money, Sunu Kalpe. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome to the future of transportation in the Gambia. The Bertil Harding Highway, a 22-kilometer double carriageway, is set to revolutionize travel and connectivity in our beloved country. The Bertil Harding Highway is transforming transportation in the Gambia with new roundabouts and vehicular overpasses. But safety must come first. Standing along the road or at roundabouts to flag down taxis creates unsafe conditions and unnecessary traffic jams. Remember, always board taxis at designated taxi garages or the garas located at major traffic points. Drivers, stopping in no stopping zones, will be penalized. Let's keep our roads clear and safe. Together, we can ensure a safe and efficient journey for all.
Welcome back and thank you very much for joining us. This is QTV News. The University of the Gambia, UTG, on Thursday validated research into the impediments to women's participation in politics and leadership in the Gambia. Lena E. Gwenyiba attended and she now reports.
The research, funded by the United Nations Development Programme UNDP and the United Nations Population Fund UNFPA, was conducted by the University of the Gambia and identifies key challenges women face in their efforts to engage in politics and leadership roles. The findings will inform future initiatives and policy recommendations to promote gender equality and increase women's representation in decision-making processes. Dr. Habibatu Drame, Director of Student Affairs at UTG, shared key findings from the research.
It's very interesting to note that close to 90%, in fact 90% of respondents, they have indicated inadequate resource to be a major impediment to women participation in politics. And also to note is that 75% cited lack of support from men, which is quite interesting, and this is why we need the male folk to be part of this process. Almost 68% of the respondents cited political culture to be an impediment to women participation in politics. We have religion. Close to 59% of respondents cite religion to be a major impediment to their participation in politics. So overall, women have been hindered by a lot of circumstances, impediments that quite affect their participation in politics, and therefore they have highly placed emphasis on quota systems, advocacies, education. In this way, to some extent, women will be encouraged and they will be enticed to participate.
Seni Sise, Head of Governance at UNDP, and Joy Michael, Gender and Program Specialist at UNFPA, underscored the importance of addressing these barriers.
Gender equality stands as a critical pillar within UNDP's global strategic framework and is integral to the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. As stakeholders committed to advancing gender equality, we must unite our efforts to address these challenges. This is not merely a task for women. It requires collaboration of men, institutional leaders, and community organizations alike. Inclusive governance cannot be achieved without the full and active participation of women at all levels.
This is going to address policy issues. It's going to help us to have evidence-based programming. Even in the allocation of resources, our advocacy in terms of policy, and how we could also retweak our program to address where the needs of the issues are. And we should be able to see the impact of this research in the next electoral cycle, where we would have been able to implement programs that has impact on the life of the people.
Participants discussed various topics, including potential solutions, strategies for enhancing participation, and community engagement. They also identified next steps, assigned responsibilities, and set timelines for implementing the research outcomes. Reporting for QTV News, I am Lena E. Gwenyiba.
Q-City, the Gambia's first multipurpose recreation center, signed a memorandum of understanding with the organizers of Gambia's Got Talent on Thursday, meaning the prestige venue will now host the second edition of the popular TV talent show, Gambia's Got Talent. Julden Jai attended the signing ceremony and she now reports.
Established in 2021, Gambia's Got Talent encourages and gives exposure to talented Gambian artists in a variety of fields such as comedy, singing, poetry, and dance. Aissatou Drame, an event planner with Gambia's Got Talent, highlights the impact the program has had in her life and the lives of many others.
We make sure we reach out to every single school in this country and every single environment to make sure all the young and old ones whose dreams are to become great people in the world are shown. Through nurturing, we make sure every single member that are with great potentials are trained and supported to excel to the next level. And finally, through exploring, we make sure these few ones that are with great potentials are well known across the country and the world at large.
Here is Duduja, one of the judges of the show.
That as far as talent is concerned, there are a lot of opportunities to explore and to tap from young people in this country. And I believe this is a giant step. Of course, thanks and appreciation would go to Cave City for opening their doors, wanting to push, to give all the support that Mr. Jallo needs to see it to another level.
Mariama Gassama, Operations Manager of Q City, says it is an honor for Q City to partner with Gambia's Got Talent in showcasing Gambian talent.
You share a vision with the CEO of our company, whom is big on anything Gambian. He's big on supporting youth, and I think we are doing the right thing in following his footsteps by working closely with you guys to bring this partnership to fruition. Aside from that, I want to use this opportunity to open up Q City not only to talented youth, but we want to open it to sports departments, football clubs, government institutions, CSOs, wherever you are, you think of an event, you think of a program. Q City is so versatile. We can host you in so many different areas.
Momodu Jallo, the Chief Executive Officer of the Gambia's Got Talent organization, says the journey to success is a tough one. But with commitment, dedication and love for country, they were able to succeed.
We have to believe, we have to by and force our kids to be ministers when the vacancy is just so minimal that it's only one person. The directorate, equally the same. But if we have a platform that will discourage illegal migration, a platform that will discourage theft, drug trafficking, some people feel they are having talents, but they feel like, look, I have no way to showcase my talent and to earn something.
Mr. Jallo gave assurances that the next audition, which is scheduled for the 5th of October, will be bigger and better, and calls on the government and philanthropists to support the show.
Let's forget about individual differences, political affiliations, tribalism. Just look for one Gambia, one nation, one people.
The event also featured the appointment of Basamba Drame as the admin and international coordinator of Gambia's Got Talent. On accepting his appointment, Basamba Drame expressed appreciation to the Gambia's Got Talent family and gave assurances of his commitment to ensuring the success of Gambia's Got Talent in every aspect. For QTV News, I am Julden Yai.
The Gambia Committee on Traditional Practices Affecting the Health of Women and Children, GAMCO-TRAP, organized a training workshop for journalists from various media houses to enhance their understanding of female genital mutilation, FGM. More with Rohi Samba.
The training focused on critical issues surrounding FGM and other harmful traditional practices, including their impact on sexual and reproductive health rights and about sexual and gender-based violence. Participants were provided with the in-depth information about the practice and its health consequences. Female genital mutilation, FGM, is a harmful traditional practice that involves the partial or total removal of the external female genitalia or other injury to female genital organs for non-medical reasons. Dr. Aissatou Touré, a former vice president of the Gambia, is the executive director of GAMCO-TRAP.
As journalists, you have a very key role. You are the fourth arm of the state. And you have the right to share information. You have the right to express your feelings, but you also have the right to ensure that what you give out will be in the best interest of humanity. What you give out will be objectively verifiable, because you don't want to be a journalist whose writings are sometimes going to be condemned.
Imam Baba Lay, co-founder of GAMCO-TRAP, explains FGM in relation to Islam.
A word that many don't want to hear. It has nothing to do with Islam. It's been here long before Islam, and it's been practiced in some corners of Muslims and not practiced some corners of Muslims, and it's practiced even with pagans, and not all of them again.
Journalists play a crucial role in raising awareness about FGM and advocating for its elimination by accurately reporting on the issues and highlighting the experiences of survivors. They can help to create a more informed and supportive public. Olimatu Koka, a reporter at Standard newspaper and a participant, explains how this training will help her when reporting FGM-related stories.
I am currently working on a story which I believe with this training is going to serve as a guide to help me do my story in a better way. Because I was actually thinking some of the things that I am thinking of talking to stakeholders about, but with this training, I think it's a progressive way for me to be able to do my story in a better way.
A law banning FGM was introduced in the Gambia in 2015, making it a crime punishable by up to 3 years in prison or a fine of $50,000 or both. Following an attempt to repeal the ban in the Gambia, the majority of the National Assembly voted in favor of the recommendations of the report on the Women's Amendment Bill 2024, which states that FGM is against Islam and recommends retention of the law banning the practice. The training workshop organized by GAMCOTRAP was a significant step towards empowering media professionals to combat FGM in the Gambia by equipping journalists with the necessary knowledge and tools. GAMCOTRAP is helping to create a more informed and engaged public that is committed to ending this harmful practice. Reporting for QTV News, I am Raisamba.
Well, that's it for QTV News tonight. Thank you very much for watching. Join Ade Darame and Mamudun Boj for Weekend Review tomorrow at the same time, 8 p.m. Until then, thank you very much and have a pleasant night. Bye.